All right. Hope y'all had a fantastic Thanksgiving. I had a very, very great one myself. I had 4 total. 2 on Thursday, 1 on Friday, and 1 on Saturday. And as I sit here, I'm watching the Sunday afternoon game finish up here. The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Denver Broncos. My fantasy football team is doing fine and dandy. And just to let you guys know, kind of get you updated on what's been going on, I've been in the studio working on my upcoming EP, which will be out probably early spring next year, 2009. But since I got back from the studio 2 weeks ago on a Sunday, I started up recording a Christmas EP, which is an idea I've had for a while, and got it all finished up as of today. So it's going to be a very special project to release. Has 3 covers on it: Up on the Housetop, Jingle Bells, and Go Tell It on a Mountain, along with 3 originals I wrote called Santa Claus, Santa Claus, Dakota, and 2 Lonely Hearts. So yeah, and 1 special track called A Spoken Christmas. But we'll get on to all that once it gets about time, so that's a few weeks out still. But what we're here to talk about on this episode, we are a little bit out from the last show I played, which was Midwest Avenue Reunion Show, and we're talking about Midwest Avenue on the timeline on this podcast. And as I stated in the last podcast, at the time, whenever Megan and Beaver left the band, we were kind of going through this process of like, are we going to find a new girl singer? What are we going to do? And then we couldn't find one. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to do it. Just let me sing, and we are going to do this. So we did. And in doing that, we already had songs slated for Megan to sing, kind of that had some duets in there, as well as just all straight female vocal songs. So all them plans changed, and now we're trying to think, well, what are we going to do original-wise for me to sing? So we went back to the first song that me and Beaver Hopper wrote that we played live but never recorded, called I Don't Belong to You, which is really what we're going to be talking about for these next couple episodes, is the Red Wine EP that we released. I'm going to go deep into it a little bit so that way I can kind of talk about the processes behind it and hopefully dig up some fun memories in the process. So we decided that we would record 5 to 6 songs I had written, and the first one was I Don't Belong to You, which was co-written by Beaver Hopper, our original bass player. It's a slow ballad, very beautiful song, some really beautiful chord changes in there too, which I have to credit to Beaver Hopper for. James Hopper. I don't know why I should call you, buddy. I'll just call you Beaver because that's what I know you as. But yeah, we wrote that and decided to record it. Oh, I just kicked a box under my foot by my table here. But anyways, we recorded this actually back in the basement of where we practiced at, in Steve Vincent's basement, where he lived at the time. Had my computer hooked up there, and I was like, how are we going to do this? Are we going to do this live, or like with the click track, or kind of how are we going to do it? So basically what we did, due to our limited functions as far as recording equipment goes, my dad, I had his drums all mic'd up, some with drum mics, some with my own like just vocal mics. And I sat there across the room and played into a microphone with my guitar plugged in. Basically, I was playing into the headphones that my dad had on, and he played drums. So the drum track was just all laid out live, and that's what we used, is basically the click track and to follow everything, to align everything with. So whenever we finished recording this song, I was like, man, this is really good. And then it hit me. I was like, man, this song, whenever we played it live and where we wrote it, the way we wrote it was me and Beaver, I sang like the lead melody line, and Beaver sang a higher harmony vocal. And I'm like, man, Beaver's not with us anymore. What are we going to do? So I turned to old Steve Vincent, which sings back up as well. He did before. So I was like, hey, here's the lyrics. Let's try to do this together. And he had obviously played it enough times to kind of know what we did anyways in the arrangement. So he fired it up and knocked it out real quick. And I was like, man, we're good. We already got all that done and got Steve Farmer in, laid down the bass track. And then I realized Well, Beaver's not here. We don't have a lead guitar player. It's a little known fact. Midwest Avenue never had a lead guitar player after this. Once we came with this formation with me, my dad Scott Ferris, and Steve Vincent and Steve Farmer. And Steve Vincent, who is an excellent banjo, fiddle, and keyboard player, he's like, hey, he has an electric banjo, and he's very well known for his playing on that. And he's like, I can throw some distortion on this, and I can give you a lead guitar track. And I'm like, on a banjo? I was like, well, we need a lead track, so let's do that. And so after he laid down the piano parts for the rhythm of it and get some good backing in there, he fired up his electric banjo and went through a couple riffs, and I'm like, hey, we're on to something here, buddy. So basically that's how I Don't Belong to You all kind of came to be, and what you're going to hear on the recording that I'm going to play. I'll play you the full song after this, and you're going to get to hear the lead guitar parts are actually electric banjo. So that'll be kind of I don't know if it's ever been done before, so I hope you all enjoy. And so this is a little bit of a shorter one. We're going to cut through the songs over the next couple episodes. I'm going to do probably 2 or 3 next week. And yeah, here is I Don't Belong to You with Steve Vincent on the electric banjo, written by myself and Mr. James the Beaver Hopper. Well, so the hardest part's over. The battle lines have been drawn. No more calling me baby, oh baby, when you coming home. The days ahead are gonna be hell. Let's take the pictures down off the shelf. No more waking up into your sweet face. A few memories that I can't replace. It's not your fault I left this way. What's done is done, what can I say? No more looking back on all we had. 'Cause I can't change the way things are, can't change how I feel inside my heart. You can't make me love you like you want me to. Baby, you should know by now I don't belong to you. Well, things have changed. I closed the door. Don't feel the same anymore. We're looking back. It's all too real, it seems. So won't you dry your crying eyes? It's always hard to say goodbye. So won't you dry your eyes? 'Cause I can't change the way things are, can't change how I feel inside my heart. You can't make me love you like you want me to. 'Cause baby, you should know by now I don't belong to you. I made promises I couldn't keep, but at least I could say I tried. But you never see me cry. 'Cause I can't change the way things are, can't change how I feel inside my heart. You can't make me love you like you want me to. 'Cause baby, you should know by now. Yeah, baby, you should know by now I don't